We are getting more and more interesting as we progress through our Python journey, now beginning to learn about loops, and we'll be talking about while loops here. So, first of all, let's figure out what a while loop does. A while loop is a control structure, just like our if-else conditionals and control structures, that repeats a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. So it's useful for scenarios where we don't know the number of iterations in advance, or if we have some sort of counter we're trying to iterate through. For example, we've got a real-world scenario here where while our phone battery is less than 100%, continue charging. And there's lots of other examples where a while loop makes practical sense for us. So let's learn a little bit more about them. The anatomy of a while loop is that this loop will continue executing as long as the condition remains true. So if we look here, we have this keyword, this Python reserved keyword, while. You can only use that for a while loop. That's what Python interprets that word to mean. So we say while, and then we follow that with a condition, some code, an expression that evaluates to either true or false, and then a colon, and then indented below our while loop, one indentation level, one tab or 4 spaces normally, we have our code to run while the condition is true. If the condition becomes not true during this execution, Python will exit the while loop and continue on sequentially down the code. Now, as long as the condition is true, it will never stop executing the while loop. For example, over here we have a snippet, while true, print hello, and the output will just continue on forever. So you have to terminate that program with something like Control-C, or it will just keep going. By the way, I'm on my PC because, as I mentioned before, I want to show some PC, some Mac tutorial here just to mix it up. And I know a lot of you are learning on Windows as well. So I don't have my nifty screen brush tool to highlight the text. I may update that later on and make a new lecture video for some of these Windows ones. But for now, I do apologize. It may make it a little bit more challenging to follow along. So I hope you can follow along with the mouse here. So that's a little bit about the anatomy of a while loop. And we will continue learning more in the next video.